Okay, let's continue with our study of the pivot table chip example. Let's use the file we concluded the last video with, chip PT final 1. And let's learn about filters and slicers, the ultimate ways to slice and dice your data. So you recall we had put in the filter section of the field list, you can see product and country. So that's up here, so that means we can pick any subset of product and countries and make our totals in the pivot table be based on that subset. So for product, let's suppose multiple items. I'll pick chip 1 and 3. So now my totals are for chip 1 and 3. Okay? Now, a lot of the months don't occur because chips 1 and 3 were not sold in each month in my silly example data. Let's filter the countries. Multiple items, France and US, let's say. So now our totals are for France and the US of chip 1 and 3. For example, in France and the US, chip 1 and 3, we sold $55,275 in January. Okay, the problem is we can't really see what we filtered on. That's where slicers come in. So basically, if you go inside the pivot table and you go insert, you'll see slicer. We'll do timeline in a later video, but slicer, now you can pick a dashboard for any of your pivot table fields. We'll pick product and country. Product and country, and now you'll see these cool dashboards which you can move, and here they are. Oops, there we go. Okay, so you can see we filtered on chip 1 and 3 and France and the US. Now with shift or control key you can select different combinations, so I could use shift here to pick chip 1 and 2, use control to pick Canada and the US. And so now my totals are for Canada and the US and chip 1 and 2. And this is much nicer than just having an ordinary filter because A, we like to click on stuff, and B, it makes it clear what's being shown in the pivot table. In other words, what were the filters used to generate the data in the pivot table. Now you can clear your filters if you simply click right here. But a more interesting thing to do is come inside here, you'll see slicer tools. So you could change the height. So maybe I'll make this 1 inch. Okay, that's probably a little, not too big enough. I'll make it a little bigger here. Now, if you hold down the control key, you can resize it. Now, the other thing you can do from slicer tools, if I click in here, slicer tools options, suppose you had like all 50 states or 100 countries in the world. You might want more than one column, so you can change the columns, let's say, to 3. Not really important in this example. But now, if I had like all 50 states or 100 countries, I might want to see 10 rows of 10 countries or 5 rows of 10 states, whatever. Okay, and that looks nicer. And then I can, again, hold down the control key when I get these little handles, and I can just resize it manually. That's not big enough, but I could go like this. That's pretty good. And if I move this one, that looks okay. And so then I can pick, for instance, chip 1 and chip 3 holding down the control key, and that's what my totals are for. So that really summarizes very easy but very useful topic of filters and slicers. Now in the next video we're going to show you how you can customize the way you pull data from a pivot table. Pivot tables are not that easy to format. Often when you want to create charts or display data, the pivot table doesn't do it the way you want, so we'll teach you the exciting function, which you may or may not already know, get pivot data, which really makes it easy to automate pulling stuff out of the pivot table. And when the pivot table is refreshed, the get pivot data functions are also refreshed. So we'll get to that in the next video.
Okay, so thanks for watching, and there's a free course, a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, and all of these videos are coming from one of 3 books. So first, this one, which you can see here at the top of the screen, Microsoft's book, which has 355 reviews, and then it's, let's see, 4.6 stars. It's coming from this book as well, his marketing analytics book, which is down here, and you can sort of see 4.5, or his newest book, his analytics stories book, which is here. And with that one, you can see it's 4 point something, or maybe even 5. I don't think it's 5. Yeah, 4.8. And so yeah, anyways, in the description, there's a free 21-day course from Dr. Winston, or you can go to excelwithwayne.com/free, and it'll be there. But again, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just please let us know. Thanks.